Welcome back, true believers and all you merry Marvelites, to another very interesting episode of Marvel's Avengers 101. So at the time of this recording, we are now officially 1 month away until Marvel's Avengers releases worldwide for all platforms. And while we're all currently waiting to play Marvel's Avengers for ourselves, which will begin this upcoming weekend for the online beta, it turns out that following the majorly exciting news featuring Spider-Man to be included within Marvel's Avengers exclusively on the PlayStation version of the game, PlayStation then decided to double down on the exclusive information by revealing even more details which will be included within Marvel's Avengers after the game releases. Now, even though this PlayStation blog post does dive into some new information relating to Marvel's Avengers, it also recaps previously revealed info that we're already aware of. So if it seems like I'm skipping around different sections of this article, it's mainly because I'm only highlighting the most important factors. Now, this article was written directly by the main man himself over at Crystal Dynamics, none other than the community and social media manager of Andy Wong. And as he goes on to state, we are officially 1 month away from launching Marvel's Avengers on PlayStation 4, less than that if you count early access. Being huge Marvel fans ourselves, these past few weeks have been packed with a quiver of reveals that we have been eager to talk about for a long time. But we wanted to take this chance to go more in depth about a few more elements of the game, which in this case are community challenges and cosmetics. Now again, we are already well informed about Marvel's Avengers cosmetics at this point, but still, this article does reveal a couple new suits that we haven't seen yet, and if you do want to check those out, I will leave them in the description below. But to describe the piece of information which I find the most intriguing in this article is where Andy goes in to discuss community challenges. And as he goes on to say, although they may have their individual stories, the Avengers always work together as a team to take on threats around the world, with a little help from their superpowers and advanced training, of course. Although we might not be able to summon lightning or drop a gamma bomb in unparalleled rage, we can still take a page from their comic book and work together for the better of all. That's where community challenges come in. Community challenges are goals that the community must reach as a whole to gain rewards for everyone. Although we won't go into detail now on the exact goals and rewards, we can tell you that there will not be a difficult barrier of entry, so everyone can pitch in to reap the benefits of the reward. Each month, a new community challenge will take place with different goals to keep you on your feet. Stay tuned for more information closer to launch on the first challenge. So if you are familiar with these types of live service games, like that of Destiny or Anthem, they always try to include new and engaging events for the players to participate in order to acquire new gear and rewards to apply for their characters. And while they say they will reveal more information about these community challenges when we get closer to the game's launch, I think it's safe to say that these rewards that we can expect for the challenges are going to relate to either cosmetic items or possibly brand new gear pieces. But to move on with the article itself, this is where we start to dive into the territory of already known information, where we do know that all the gear pieces within the game are going to be equipped with different rarities, such as that of uncommon, rare, epic, and or legendary, which can indeed be applied to each individual Avenger that you play as in order to try and flesh out their own unique playstyle. However, there has been one brand new piece of information within the article itself, which does elaborate a bit more about the cosmetic items that we can equip for each Avenger. But in this case, I do find this information extremely concerning. So like we know already, Marvel's Avengers will indeed include microtransactions, but there won't be any pay-to-win scenarios of any kind. And while that is all well and good, you still have to remember the fact that there will be a plethora of costumes locked behind a microtransaction paywall that you can only get by paying for them with real-life money. This will be directly found in the online marketplace that Marvel's Avengers will entail. And reminder, this doesn't just relate to alternate suits, but it also relates to the other types of cosmetic items that you can apply for each individual hero. And in this case, we're mainly referring to suits, emotes, nameplates, and the brand new piece of information which I find extremely concerning with that of takedowns. So to quote the article directly, takedowns are cosmetic abilities that allow superheroes to perform a high damage move under certain circumstances in battle. Each takedown showcases a superhero's unique personality and are among the flashiest moves you can equip. One of Miss Marvel's epic takedowns shows her channeling her inner Hulk and Kamala smashing an enemy from one side to another, like the true Avengers fan she is. Now at this point, I wouldn't expect anything less to come from this game due to its live service nature. And believe it or not, I do completely understand why the developers are making certain suits actually locked behind a microtransaction paywall, considering the fact that they are going to be releasing every single new hero added into the game for no additional cost. But considering that they are trying to make this game playable for years to come, they still have to financially support the development of the game one way or another. So while I can indeed accept suits, emotes, and nameplates to be featured within the online marketplace, I do have to draw the line at takedowns actually being something that you may indeed have to pay for. Now granted, I'm assuming that we will be able to also unlock these takedowns by simply playing through the game and unlocking it as we progress through the story. But again, this is the exact same type of stuff we've seen in previous live service games like that of Destiny and Anthem, and especially in the case of the latter, it didn't really work out too well in terms of sales or critical reception. However, as I've already stated, I will not be spending a single dime within this game's marketplace simply to acquire a certain cosmetic item. But seeing how something as intricate as a takedown will be placed within the online marketplace, especially considering the game's looter, shooter, / brawler elements, I just find that to be a little bit distasteful to say the least. But if that is the case, I'm still hoping that we can unlock just as much cool items while playing the game for ourselves without having to resort to using microtransactions. But nonetheless, as we continue on with the article, we do have much more information pertaining to the exclusive PlayStation partnership that Marvel's Avengers has. And if you thought the PlayStation benefits ended with the early beta access as well as Spider-Man as an entirely exclusive character, then you are probably going to be extremely surprised when you find out that PlayStation owners will receive exclusive community challenges before any other platform owner. And as Andy goes on to describe, we previously stated that we're huge Marvel fans, but we're also PlayStation fans. We are honored to be working with them to provide additional advantages to PlayStation players. PlayStation players will have exclusive access to certain community challenges, where the PlayStation Nation will work together to accomplish a goal in order to gain rewards specific to them. When it comes to cosmetics, PlayStation players will have 30-day exclusive access to a legendary outfit, legendary emote, epic takedown, and nameplate for each superhero as they are released. This is also for the 6 launch heroes. In addition, we also have rewards for those with a PlayStation Plus subscription. For each superhero added to the game post-launch, Hawkeye included, all PS Plus members will receive a free bundle that contains a rare outfit, nameplate, and 100 credits to celebrate the addition of another Avenger to the roster. At launch, we'll have a free bundle for Ms. Marvel available for PS Plus members to embiggen our love for Kamala. And to finalize the article, the countdown to launch has begun. We're excited to see you all in the beta and to help you complete community challenges in-game. You never know, you might be playing with a member of the development team, and if you are, show us your favorite emote and outfit. Marvel's Avengers launches on September 4th for PlayStation 4 and later on PlayStation 5. Players who purchase the PS4 version will get the PS5 version for free. So in short, it certainly looks like the PlayStation version of Marvel's Avengers is definitely going to be the go-to version of the game that you should buy at launch. And while I'm well aware quite a few of you do think this might be considered as anti-consumer coming from Sony's part, I don't necessarily agree with that statement. If anything, Sony is playing to their strong suits, and in turn is fully utilizing the PlayStation partnership that they did forge with Marvel's Avengers to their biggest benefit, which in the long run will incentivize players to try and purchase the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 version of Marvel's Avengers in order to get the best experience of the game possible. And if the competition cared that much that Spider-Man is in fact an exclusive character only on the PlayStation platform, then why is it that we haven't received an exclusive character to be featured only on the Xbox version of Marvel's Avengers, as well as the versions on PC and Google Stadia? But again, while I don't have too much to say on the front of the whole console war problem, it's simply obvious to see that PlayStation is trying to make the most out of the Marvel's Avengers experience. And as a PlayStation owner myself, I for one couldn't be happier. But with all that said, everyone, that's the video I have for you today, and please let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about all this news pertaining to the community challenges for Marvel's Avengers, as well as the cosmetic item pertaining to takedowns? The overall amount of success that Marvel's Avengers could potentially gain depends on how successful the game is at launch, as well as how engaging it can be if they want to try and advocate players to continuously engage within the game for years to come. And seeing how these community challenges are trying to do just that, it makes me that much more curious to see exactly what they will entail once we do actually get to play them in the game itself. But until next time, everyone, thank you all so much for watching, stay merry Marvelites, and peace out.